Ladies and gentlemen, you are officially looking at the first 10 seconds of gameplay revealed for the next Battlefield game. So this is officially the pre-alpha gameplay for Battlefield 6. There's not a lot going on, as you guys can see. We're gonna repeat this 10 seconds over and over in this video, so you're gonna see what's going on in this like 10 seconds of gameplay. You can basically see the environment and atmosphere of the next game. Definitely we have a lot of destruction, as you guys can see. This dude is now holding an M4A1. That's what I believe the weapon is. And as you can see, there are buildings coming down. Like hit a building with an RPG, the whole thing comes down and stuff like that. So they're basically focusing a lot on destruction this time and on atmosphere. As you can see, we have an urban environment, a lot of cars, lots of pillars, some crowded street with lots of buildings, and exactly what you expect from an urban environment. So this is the first 10 seconds of the gameplay for the next Battlefield, but we have other things to talk about in today's video. So this 10 second of gameplay was a small part of a bigger video, like a 5-minute video, where they basically explain what Battlefield Studios are and how they've been working on the next Battlefield game. So about 3 minutes of that is like common sense. We know what these studios are doing. We know DICE is working on the multiplayer, what Motive is doing, what Criterion is doing, all that kind of stuff. But the fun part is we have something called Battlefield Labs, which is basically just Battlefield CTE, the community testing environment. And this is basically a place for a selected number of players. That's how they wanted to call it. Those people will have the chance to test the game, and they're going to be providing crucial feedback in an exclusive testing environment directly with DICE developers in order to make the best Battlefield possible. So this is very important and concerning at the same time, okay? You have a selected number of players. Nobody knows who those players are. Probably people like Jack Frags. I'm just gonna name them. We all know them, right? It's gonna be Jack Frags. It's gonna be Shroud. I have no idea what Shroud is gonna do there, because in my opinion, he does not have enough experience to be just giving crucial feedback on a game that is considered a final stand for the franchise. People like that. So a selected number of people will give crucial feedback in an exclusive testing environment directly with DICE developers. So this is great, but they need to be very cautious with who they choose to be a part of this playtest. So that's something very important. Battlefield Labs will start with players in Europe and North America, ahead of plans to expand server locations, alongside invite numbers growing to tens of thousands in the future. Basically, it's going to grow to tens of thousands in the future. So this is what EA probably claims. And it's going to be available on PC via the EA app. For PlayStation 5, you have to basically have a subscription for the PlayStation Plus, and Xbox Series X and S. An Xbox Game Pass score is required. So we have the minimum specs for PC and the recommended specs for PC as well. I'm just going to let you see this. The minimum specs and the recommended specs for the game are, in my opinion, looking good. This thing for a pre-alpha looks optimized, in my opinion, if this PC requirements are actually legit, because most of the times PC requirements are just nonsense. If you guys know it, if you guys are PC players, you know it for sure that most of the times, like 9 out of 10 times, PC requirements are just crap. And they're nowhere near any reality of some sort. And before I forget, guys, you can actually start registering for this program for Battlefield Labs, and you can sign up through a link down in the description. It's going to be the first link I'm going to put there, so you guys can go ahead and do that as well. They encourage everyone to sign up, but the spaces will be limited. That's what the official Battlefield account actually has to say about this. So go ahead, sign up, make sure to do that if you want to be a part of this Battlefield Labs program. So guys, let me go back to the 10-second gameplay that we have. In my opinion, that is the most important part of this video tonight, because the first 3 minutes is completely common sense. They've been talking about Battlefield Studios, DICE, Ripple Effect, Motive, and Criterion working on different parts of the next Battlefield game. We do know for a fact now that we're going to get a single-player campaign that is confirmed now in this video. But the most important part, in my opinion, is this 10-second gameplay. Now, as you can see, we've got an M1 Abrams tank right now and an M4A1. So that's a very strong combo to begin with. I'm just not going to try to hype you or anything, guys. We're way past and way beyond that phase to get hyped by anything, any kind of trailer that we are provided with by EA and by DICE, right? We're past that phase, okay? So I really want you to stay focused right now I don't really get hyped around these kind of stuff. We've got 10 seconds of gameplay, and let's take a look and see what we can find in this gameplay. So first of all, we've got an M1 Abrams tank, an M4A1, probably, at least that's what I'm seeing here, and a huge urban environment with urban stuff, like buildings everywhere, destruction there. Here we've got so many pillars, tight hallways. This small place actually reminds me of a part of Gulf of Oman, Battlefield 3 map. It just reminds me of the narrow hallway that was around one of the buildings. It was just a quick thought. You can just forget about it, actually. But yeah, urban environment with lots of cover, lots of tight hallways, CQB everywhere. But I'm just trying to look for other weapons to find in this gameplay. I'm going to try my best, but it appears that the guy on the left here is actually holding some sort of M4 as well. So we can't actually see anything apart from an M4 gun. It's actually very obvious that these guys have been very cautious with what they show, because it appears to me that everyone in this 10-second gameplay is having some sort of M4 weapon. Like, you can't actually see anything else. If you guys do see another weapon apart from M4s and definitely an RPG that we're seeing right here, you mentioned comment down below, let me know where do you guys actually see that, because in my opinion they've been actually very careful with what they show. They've been actually focusing a lot on the destruction part, and they've been doing that in the past year. They've said a lot of stuff about a new destruction system coming to Battlefield, and in this very short 10-second gameplay we see that multiple times, buildings coming down. So we actually have a destruction system right now, okay, and it works. It appears that it works. Also, in my opinion, what the soldiers are wearing, like the uniforms, are just great. If this is going to be the case, then it's great because it's classic, it's military stuff, you know? It's classic military stuff. You don't see like fighter jet helmets on some soldier's head. Things that we actually see a lot in 2042. This is basic military uniforms that these guys are wearing. Basic helmets, things are actually kept basic here, and that's what I really like about it. If this is going to be what we're going to get, it's going to be great. We know for a fact that we are going to go back to class system. We know for a fact that we are not going to get specialists, thank God. That's great. But yeah, generally speaking, the environment and what these people are wearing, the uniforms, in my opinion, look great. Now, this is just the beginning. You guys probably know this very well. This is completely just the beginning of the next Battlefield game. We can't actually judge anything based on a pre-alpha gameplay. We know how capable DICE is when it comes to trailers. We know that. We know that every single game that they've been putting out, regardless of how the performance was, had a pretty solid teaser trailer, had a pretty solid gameplay trailer, all those kind of stuff. So do not fall for any kind of trailer from DICE. That's something I've been saying, and that's something that I'm trying to convey to my audience. I'm just trying to let you know that these guys are top-notch trailer makers, at least. Don't fall for that. Wait for the game to be officially announced. There might be leaks in the upcoming months. Of course, we are getting closer and closer to the release of the game. It's going to be at the end of 2025, but you guys know how things work around Battlefield. We've got leaks, especially with this Battlefield Labs program. I'm pretty sure some of these people who are invited to this program will somehow record some gameplay, share it with a friend, and that friend actually decides to somehow put it on some sort of social media, and things will start leaking, you know? It's impossible for you to run a CTE without having anything leaked. Just be ready for those things. Don't actually judge anything by a 10-second gameplay, pre-alpha gameplay, because that is just nonsense, okay? And this is probably not the right time to say this because there's actually nothing out there about the next Battlefield game, let alone being able to pre-order anything, but that is not something you guys need to do. And I just want to finish today's video with this sentence. Do not pre-order this game. Content creators like myself, we're going to get the game, we're going to play the game, we're going to give you feedback, and you're going to be able to see the gameplay for yourself. And you're going to decide based on that. You can listen to whoever content creator you like. If you like other channels, you can listen to them. If you like my channel, I'll be here definitely for the next Battlefield game. Listen to whoever you want, decide for yourself, make sure that the game is going to be worth it, and then spend your dollars. These guys need to earn your money this time. Do not pre-order. That's not probably something I should be saying as a content creator, because that's going to completely turn off my chances for getting some sort of invite from DICE, getting some sort of collaboration with these guys, and being invited to play the game, to play test it. But that's something the community needs to understand. No matter how great the reveal trailer for the next Battlefield game is going to be, no matter what they say, no matter how they want to sell you the game, do not fall for it. Wait for it to come out and then decide. That is the message. And this time around, it's going to be really, really important to do that. Go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this 10-second gameplay. Let me know what you think about Battlefield Labs program. Do make sure to sign up for Battlefield Labs. The more you guys sign up, the better things are going to be. I'm pretty sure there are so many people in my comment section, in my channel, knowing a lot about Battlefield, having a lot of experience, some of them even more experienced than myself. You guys are going to help a lot if you ever get invited to some sort of playtest. So do make sure to sign up for that. Do make sure to let me know if you see any other weapon in this 10-second trailer besides some kind of M4 weapon and an RPG. I'm just really curious about it because I couldn't find anything really, to be honest. And just generally speaking, let me know what you think about the game. We've got 10 seconds of pre-alpha gameplay. If there's something on your mind, do make sure to comment down below. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope this video was helpful and hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, stay cool.